So, as far as I'm concerned, there are two types of successful actors. One is the uh, lazy successful actor, and one is the hard-working successful actor. Both of them, I don't judge either, even though I use the word lazy. If you just want to be a celebrity and you want to be in magazines and all over the internet and make hundreds of millions of dollars, then that's fantastic. But you need to know that that's what you want so you can save yourself time messing around with the stuff that everyone else does. But let me talk about the what the other successful actors do. They just never stop. They never stop. You will be forgiven, every actor will be forgiven for not coming in knowing all of your lines perfectly, especially the really tricky dialogue. But the person who will get the role will be the one who knows it. So people can say to you, you don't need to learn the dialogue perfectly. Well, the person who comes in and knows it back to front, whether they say it word for word or whether they improvise a little bit, they know that script inside out. I spent a decade reading for castings in Australia, for all sorts of international projects as well in Australia, and consistently the most successful people were the people who knew the script inside out. Anthony Hopkins apparently says he reads his script 200 times before he starts working on it. Before he starts working on it, most actors would think that reading the script is work. If you think that anything to do with acting is work, you're not going to be successful, because why are you doing this? Do something else if this is tough for you. You need to so voraciously read that script and suck everything up and do. People would say when Brad Pitt started in LA, he was doing every single class he could get his hands on. I'm sure there were free ones he paid for. People say, oh, he's just a pretty boy. That guy worked harder, from all reports, than anybody else. He happened to be good looking, but he worked harder to prove that he was more than just his looks. So successful people, other than the lazy ones, they're hard working. They suck up everything. They use every opportunity. They economize. They don't waste time. They surround themselves with at least 5 really great people. So Jim Cohen, sort of motivational speaker, said that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Think about the 5 people that you spend the most time with. You're the average of those people. Think about the 5 people that Kim Kardashian or Daniel Day-Lewis or Steven Spielberg spend their time with. They're the average of those people. Now, that's not to say that you eject your best friends from Minnesota when you're a child, but that is to say that the most time that you spend with people, if what you want to do is be a successful actor, then I'm not going to tell you who to hang around and who not, but you'll work out pretty soon that you want to hang around people that are at the level that you want to be at. Having said that, don't ever create a relationship with someone that you don't like. Don't ever create a relationship with someone that you don't like. It doesn't matter if it's Spielberg. If you don't like him personally when you meet him, do not create a relationship with him. There are so many great directors in the world. There are so many great actors. There are so many great writers. There are so many great producers in the world. You do not need to create relationships with anybody that you don't like. That would be a major, major piece of advice that I would give you right now. Because for everybody who's clamoring to meet Spielberg, no one was clamoring to meet Martin Scorsese when he was starting out, and yet Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro became great friends when they were both nobodies, and they've done loads of Academy Award winning and nominated films together. Create relationships with great people who are nobodies at the moment. You're a nobody. I'm a nobody. This person's a nobody, but they're great. They may just be. When you look at some of the directors of the latest Star Wars films, most of them had done one short film or one feature film. They weren't people who'd been in the industry forever. They were effectively unknown people. If you had done that little indie feature with them, if you'd done a bunch of projects with them on the side because you know they're great and because you get along, well, all of a sudden, your friend is now directing one of the big Star Wars films. So hang around, surround yourself by at least 5 great people, maybe more. Only hang around the people that you actually like. Build relationships with those people. And don't just be blinded by needing to get to know celebrities. You have people around you who are great, who will either be celebrities or will be not celebrities, but they will be the great creators of the future. Get in on the ground floor with them. Don't waste your time with everyone else. That will come as a result of growing with the people that are at your level at the moment.